If you haven't already seen this book, I highly encourage you to get a copy and to read it. Paul Campbell's the last book that he did, The Universal Toolkit Out of Africa to Native California. When we were out with Paul one afternoon, he found a rock. This is in one of the local washes up here. He smashed it in the stream until it fractured. So you have two halves. He took that rock and he was able to bend a willow down, break the willow, sever it, and then he took that same rock and he started scraping and scraping and scraping to get basically a crude bow. He found another rock, which he called his sandpaper rock, and he slowly abraded it, and within an hour or so, he had a workable bow. Paul's premise is that the ancient knife wasn't one of these finely crafted arrowheads that people spend hours learning how to do and learning how to flake just so carefully like a Clovis point, but that the universal toolkit was a cracked rock, a flake, that they used to make a bow, to scrape the arrow, to sand the arrow and so forth. So he goes through point by point of how people all over the world just fractured rocks, and he gives you the details because, like anything, it's a science. This deserves a PhD, Paul Campbell, okay? And there's a, look at this shirtless picture of Paul in the back. So he used to go out and we'd find this Arundo Donax, which is so common in Southern California. He would take the straight shafts, cut them down with a broken rock, and he'd create the atlata, which is the spear thrower, and he'd create the long spear using just rocks, proving that you can get by with strictly what nature has provided and your brains. And Paul has documented it in painstaking detail in this book. It's a fantastic book. I know you can get discounted copies on our website, on Amazon. I highly encourage you to get a copy and add it to your survival library. If you're an anthropologist, this is applied anthropology. This isn't just the textbook stuff, we think this, we think that. He's applied it. He gives you the principles at work. It's an excellent book. I highly encourage you to get it. Thank you for joining me.